In today's world of instant gratification, men are taught to chase. From movies to music videos to social media culture, everything tells a man that if he wants a woman, he must pursue her relentlessly. Text first, compliment constantly, prove your worth, that's the script. But here's the harsh truth. Chasing women doesn't make them want you more, it pushes them away. It signals neediness, lack, and emotional dependence, the very traits that kill attraction. Semen retention, however, flips the dynamic entirely. It transforms you from a man who seeks attention into one who commands it. Not by words or effort, but through energy, focus, and masculine self-mastery. Think about modern dating. Guys spend hours scrolling through dating apps, swiping endlessly, and sending messages that never get replies. They spend their days chasing validation through compliments and flattery. Yet the more they chase, the less interest they receive. Why? Because chasing reveals that you don't believe you're enough. It communicates, I need you to feel complete. Women pick up on that energy immediately. Attraction isn't built through effort, it's built through value. A man who retains his seed, on the other hand, radiates self-worth. He's not desperate for attention because he's full of life force, purpose, and drive. He doesn't chase because he's already fulfilled, and ironically, that's what makes women chase him. When you constantly pursue women, you send out the vibration of lack. You're saying, you have something I want, and I need to earn it. But when you're practicing semen retention, your energy changes from lack to abundance. You stop chasing external validation and start building internal strength. Your body and mind align, your focus sharpens, and your confidence becomes unshakable. You start walking through life like a man who has options, not just with women, but in every area: career, fitness, spirituality, and success. Women sense that confidence immediately. They're drawn to it because it represents masculine stability in a world full of emotional chaos. Take a look around modern life. Men are glued to their phones, reacting to every notification, constantly trying to prove their worth online. They're drained because they give their energy away to women who don't reciprocate, to porn, to meaningless distractions. This constant output weakens a man's essence. But a man who practices semen retention takes his power back. He learns to control his impulses, to delay gratification, and to invest his energy into something greater himself. That discipline radiates through his aura. Suddenly, he's not texting 5 women trying to get attention. He's focused on his mission, gym, or business. And that's when women start noticing him. Chasing women also reveals emotional imbalance. It's often rooted in insecurity, the fear of being alone or not being chosen. But retention cures that fear. When you retain, your self-respect grows. You stop seeking validation because you feel alive within your own presence. You realize that women are not the source of your happiness. They're a reflection of it. You become the centered man who walks into a room and doesn't scan for approval. Instead, you bring the energy that others want to be around. That's magnetic. The moment you stop needing to chase is the moment she starts wondering why you're not like everyone else. Women subconsciously test men's strength. They want to feel that a man can lead, protect, and stand firm under pressure. When you chase, you fail that test because you show emotional instability. You're easily swayed by attention or rejection. A man on semen retention, however, doesn't flinch. He's grounded. He doesn't rush to reply or overthink every interaction. His calm confidence speaks louder than any words could. Modern women are surrounded by men trying too hard when they meet one who's indifferent yet composed. It triggers deep attraction. He becomes a mystery, and mysteries are irresistible. In the modern dating scene, detachment is the new dominance. When you stop caring whether she texts back or notices you, you take control of the emotional frame. Most men chase because they're re-addicted to the high of female validation. It's like a dopamine rush. But semen retention resets your brain's chemistry. It teaches you to find pleasure in purpose, not in attention. You become less reactive, more strategic, and infinitely more powerful. Women respect that energy because it's rare. You're not chasing likes, attention, or affection. You're chasing greatness. That's what separates men who attract effortlessly from those who repel by trying too hard. Chasing also destroys polarity, the natural balance of masculine and feminine energy. When a man chases, he's stepping into a submissive role. He's putting the woman on a pedestal, making her the prize. But when you retain, your masculine polarity strengthens. You no longer pedestalize anyone because you see yourself as the prize. You realize that attraction is about magnetism, not motion. The masculine attracts by standing firm. The feminine flows towards strength. That's why the most confident, grounded men rarely chase their energy pulls instead of pushes. Let's use a modern example. Imagine 2 college students. One is constantly DMing girls, complimenting every post, attending every party to get noticed. The other practices semen retention, focuses on his studies, hits the gym, and works on a startup idea. The first guy is exhausted, frustrated, and invisible. The second guy glows literally. His skin, his eyes, his posture all radiate self-control and direction. Guess who ends up attracting women without even trying? The one who's not chasing. His energy speaks before he does. He's the modern warrior, disciplined, confident, and rare. What pushes women away isn't confidence, it's neediness disguised as effort. You can't fake abundance. Women are intuitive. They can sense when a man is desperate for attention. When you chase, you're essentially telling her, you're above me. But when you retain and focus on your mission, your energy says, I'm focused on building my empire. If you want to join, you're welcome. That energy flips the dynamic. She starts chasing because she feels your strength and wants to be part of it. You become the calm in her storm, the man who doesn't need her but chooses her. Semen retention also reprograms how you perceive attraction. Instead of seeing women as goals, you start seeing them as companions on your path. You stop overvaluing their approval and start valuing your growth. Modern life is filled with temptation, from Instagram models to explicit content, all designed to drain a man's willpower. But the man who retains becomes immune. His discipline makes him different. While others seek temporary pleasure, he's building long-term power. And that power, that masculine energy, is the most attractive thing in the world to women. When you stop chasing, your communication changes. You become direct, calm, and confident. You don't overthink what to say because you're not trying to impress. You speak from authenticity, and authenticity is magnetic. Modern women crave that because it's rare. They meet countless men who act fake, desperate, or too eager to please. But the retained man doesn't play games. His words are few, but powerful because they come from inner certainty. When he says no, it means no. When he says yes, it means yes. That clarity is dominance, and dominance creates attraction. The key shift is realizing that chasing women is a symptom of chasing yourself, or rather, the version of you you've lost. Retention helps you rebuild that version. You start to enjoy solitude, progress, and peace. You no longer need external excitement to feel alive. You find satisfaction in discipline. You begin to see how every great man in history, kings, warriors, inventors, had periods of celibacy or focus where they channeled sexual energy into creation. They didn't waste it chasing pleasure. They used it to build legacy. And the women around them didn't have to be pursued. They were drawn to greatness. So what should you do instead of chasing? Simple. Build yourself. Channel your energy into your mission. When you retain, you gain clarity to see through illusions. You stop falling for superficial attraction and start attracting women who align with your purpose. You begin to understand that love isn't about pursuing, it's about becoming. You don't chase what you attract what you are. When you embody strength, confidence, and peace, the right women naturally come to you. Your silence, your focus, and your direction do more than any pickup line ever could. In modern life, semen retention is not just a spiritual practice, it's a rebellion. It's saying no to the constant chase for attention and yes to inner mastery. It's reclaiming your masculine power in a world that profits from your weakness. The moment you stop caring about chasing women is the moment you start chasing purpose. And that is when the real magic begins. Women don't fall for men who try to impress them. They fall for men who impress themselves. Retain your energy, build your empire, and walk your path with calm dominance. Because when you stop chasing women, you stop pushing them away and start pulling the world toward you. Alright, you've got this incredible energy now. Don't let it dissipate. Before you click off, prove you were here. Smash that like button and, if you're serious about this journey, hit subscribe right now. This isn't just a channel, it's a movement. I want to know where the next wave of power is coming from, so drop your city or country in the comments below. For direct answers and our inner community's best secrets, the Telegram link is in the description. And please, share this fire with the one person who needs it most today. Go be a force. Have a truly powerful day.